Hi, Attorney Steve Vondran again. We are talking in this video about DRE license issues. When I say DRE, Department of Real Estate, now called the Bureau of Real Estate. Some people haven't made the transition yet. But this video is what happens if you get a DUI and you have a real estate license and you have a concern that you're going to lose not only your driver's license, but also be convicted of a DUI, a crime, a misdemeanor, or a felony, and then what's going to happen in regard to your professional license, like a teacher's license, a law license, accounting license, nurse license, so forth and so on, or your real estate license. So we're going to talk real quick about some of the issues here. So you got your DUI, as I mentioned. First trick, get your DUI counsel involved. A lot of people want to say, well, I don't need one, or, I was guilty, nothing I can do. Get a consultation from a DUI, drunk driving attorney. Find out if you have any defenses. You may be needing to raise your issues in regard to your car, your vehicle, which is your livelihood when you're in the real estate business. And you may need to make sure that you're challenging that. You have a very limited time frame to make a challenge in regards to your driver's license. So you're going to want to make sure you get a good DUI attorney involved early. I wouldn't be saying too much to too many people. I would keep it quiet. Keep it between you and your criminal law counsel. That being said, you need to also think about having a professional real estate licensing lawyer on your team, okay? You really have to think about your rights. You really have to think about what's going to happen with your license. Is this your first, your second, your third? It could make a big difference because remember, a real estate agent, broker, licensee, realtor, they use their cars, their trucks, they use it for the daily business of practicing real estate. So you're going to want to make sure that you are cognizant that you may have a potential issue with the Bureau of Real Estate, and you're going to want to get a real estate professional licensing attorney involved. I can help you with those. I've been representing BRE brokers, salespersons, licensees for years in real estate related issues, especially accusations, okay? Because getting a DUI could lead, and I say could lead, to the loss of your real estate license. It could lead to an accusation. It could lead to a denial to renew your license. It could lead to you not getting a license in the first place. So it's very critical that before you just forge in a loan and say, oh, I can handle this, no big deal, it's imperative that you look at getting a real estate lawyer involved as well as a criminal defense attorney. So some people ask, is the DRE going to find out? Is the BRE going to find out? Yeah, they're probably going to find out. If you get convicted of a crime in California, the Department of Justice is going to send a notice over to the real estate board informing them that this person just got a criminal conviction. So yes, it's going to be triggered. They're going to find out. It's not very likely that you're going to be able to keep it a secret and just not find out at all. When the Bureau of Real Estate gets it, they're going to review the case and see if they believe, quote unquote, whether your conviction is substantially related to the duties, qualifications, and functions of the real estate profession. Okay, and if they make this determination that your driving, your recklessness, maybe you injured someone, maybe it was a hit and run, maybe it's your fourth DUI, they very well may say that this person is a danger to the public and should not be out there with a real estate license because they could hit somebody. They could be drinking after a bad day with an open house, and this kind of person should not have a license. So it's very important that you get an attorney involved as quick as possible and take the steps. But yes, the BRE will find out about that, and they will run through what they call the substantially related test. Okay, so this is a case-by-case basis. This is where we get in and we make arguments. If they're coming after you to discipline, suspend, or revoke your real estate license, that's when we get in and we make these arguments that it's not exactly substantially related to the duties, functions, qualifications. Okay. To find out more about the code sections, you have California Business and Professions Code Section 480 and Section 490. And you also have California Business and Professions Code 10177 D. It's D or B. I forget. I think it's B as in boy. 10177B. We have links on our website, so go ahead and check us out. You can find more information at dredefenseattorney.com. Okay, so, but realize when you have these convictions, they don't just automatically take your license. Some people will ask me, if I get a DUI and I'm arrested, does that mean I just automatically lose my license? No. You have due process rights in California, just about every state. You have constitutional due process rights. You have a property interest in your license. So you're going to get a certain procedure. You're going to get a fair hearing. You're going to get to tell your side of the story. And this is true in both your criminal case, your driver's license case, your DMV case in front of the Department of Motor Vehicles, and also your real estate case. You're going to get the due process. But you need to have, it's very important to, in my opinion, to have a good lawyer representing you through the process, making sure you're getting your rights, you're getting your chance to present your evidence, you're getting the chance to make your case, and putting your case on the best terms possible to posture your case for a potential settlement. Because if you get an accusation, let's say you get a DUI and you're convicted, it's a second-time DUI, and it maybe involved reckless driving and a super high blood alcohol level. The Department of Justice informs the Bureau of Real Estate. Bureau of Real Estate says, wow, this is substantially related. This is really too much. It's really concerning us. You do have a due process that needs to be followed. And you will, if they file an accusation, which is the likely route, filing an accusation against you to discipline your license, you will have a chance to try to make the case that's not substantially related. You may be able to make the case for a lesser punishment, a lesser amount of discipline, different types of things, cite and fine, different types of discipline, in arguing and making the case that you're not a bad person, that this isn't something that happens every day, that there were extenuating circumstances, those kinds of things. There's arguments that can be made, and a good lawyer usually can make those arguments better than you. Okay, no offense to all you great writers and great thinkers and everything out there, but this is what we do for a living, and you know, we can advance your case in the best terms possible. So those are your code sections. Now, the exception to that rule of yes, you're going to get due process is from time to time we'll see someone will have a restricted license. A restricted license. Now, if you have a restricted license, that means you've been disciplined in the past and you haven't gone back and removed your restrictions. We always tell people you've got to remove your restrictions, because what happens is, and some people just never get around to it, they don't want to pay the fee. They're just like, oh, it's no big deal, or I forgot. Then what happens is, if you have a restricted license, that means you may find yourself in a situation where you have no due process rights, where the Bureau of Real Estate gets the notice and they look it up and they say, yeah, this is substantially related. This person has a restricted license, Zippo, and they go and they say, I'm going to take their real estate license right now, no hearing, and pending the outcome of a hearing, which means you could lose your rights to continue to practice real estate, snappo, just like that. So it's so important when you have a restricted license to make sure you get it out of restricted status and get your full rights reinstated. But if you had a restricted license and you got a DUI, you definitely need to speak with a real estate professional licensing attorney. Okay? Those are the main things. And again, keep in mind that when you are in this situation, you have rights, and you need to have a good counsel review your rights for you and assert your rights and advocate on your behalf. So this is Attorney Steve Vondran. If you need more information on our DRE licensing services, now the BRE, you can go to dredefenseattorney.com. That's dredefenseattorney.com. Attorney Steve Vondran out, licensed practice law in California and Arizona. This is general legal information, and thank you for listening. Feel free to share this video. And don't forget, subscribe. Thank you.